Day 1, the World Blitz in Poland, Warsaw, and Aronian is taking the lead after 12 rounds. So here are the standings before I go into the game. Levon Aronian number 1, Amin Bassem number 2, and Magsoodloo number 3. Now you can see at 8.5 you have a lot of players, including Fedoseev. Fedoseev on the right lost to Aronian, but he also won against Carlsen. Carlsen had 3 losses today, didn't do so well. And Hikaru is also at 8.5. So you can see that you have a lot of very strong grandmasters at 8.5 trying to chase the top 3. So 9 games tomorrow, but now let's see the tactics today with the brief highlights. And here you have the critical position between Aronian white and Fedoseev black. Top level game, they are the top board and white to play. 9g6 was played by black and Aronian was able to capitalize. He played here the studying move, knight e6. Obviously, he's forking here, rook and queen, so taking is forced. Queen come here, attacking the king. Queen f7 comes in, and now rook take e6. And it is an extra pawn. So of course, black trying to simplify the position, but rook b6. Not only you're targeting b7, but you have 3 versus 2 here. So now the rest was a matter of technique. You're moving the king. Black is passive, has to stay on the 7th rank. And then it was a matter of time for white to convert by pushing the f and h pawn. So the game continued. And here, you're going to promote one of the f or h pawns. So check. And here, the king is going to eventually hide. And here, rook g7. And of course, after, let's say, king here, you can do f7 and win. And if you were to move, let's say, over here, then you can, let's say, do this one and win. And if you check, it doesn't matter. You kind of move somewhere and you can check. You just run away. And eventually, you're going to promote or play rook g8 and promote. So this was an easy win following the brilliant move, knight e6 tactics win the game in blitz. On to the next example. In this position, Aronian is playing against Norwegian Grandmaster Christensen. And this is white to play. As you can see, we have opposite color bishops. Bishop c4 trying to come here, but the bishop on e5 on the dark square. So it's typically is drawish. But here, how can you really win tactically in this blitz game? Aronian, who is now playing for the US, found a brilliant move. What is it? I'll give you 3 seconds. And here he played b4. Amazing move. Obviously, you cannot take over here because you're gonna take on a7. You cannot just take with the rook, with the queen is defended. And if you were to play like that, then you break through, and then you're gonna invade all the way to a8, and you're gonna checkmate the king. So in this position, what did black do? Black did not take, and to take on g5 here, but then you break through the a5, and this is the devastating threat. The game continued a little bit, but after check, check, checkmate here. So again, beautiful stuff over here. The key move, winning the game on the spot, b4. Excellent play by Aronian today. So Aronian plays e4 against Mihalewski, a stronger master, and they go into the Italian opening. But very quickly, Aronian, trying to go outside the regular theory. So here, most top grandmaster play c3, but 9c3 played, d6 is going for the bishop here. Now the game continues, and eventually it captures the bishop on b6. So you have the pair of bishop. But now, what was the key move Aronian played to get the advantage? You can see this knight over here. This knight here is on the rim, and knight g5 play, attacking f7 and double attack, attacking h5. The game continues, but now you can see that the pieces for white are very well placed, while black is defending here. The game continues, h4, h5. Clearly now you can have an idea of a rook lift that happened in the game. Now the rook is coming here, g7 is very soft, and you can see it's going to be an easy win for Aronian. And now in this position, what did Aronian play to seal the victory? Why to play and win? Well, obviously you cannot take on g6 yet, but rook f3, very strong, attacking f7. And after g takes h5, black resign, because then you would just take on h5 and have rook g3 or rook take f7, completely winning either way. So that was a very quick victory from Aronian.